Let's get straight to it. This is Talk That Talk, episode 4. The future of the NBA is very bright because we got Anthony Edwards. We got Tyrese Maxey, 2 future superstars of the NBA. But let me say this. Happy Thanksgiving. And I need y'all to let me know in the comments below what you about to get into. What I mean by getting into, I'm talking about what you about to grub on. Is it going to be the mashed potatoes? Is it going to be the collard greens, the baked macaroni and cheese, the peach cobbler? Oh my gosh. Can I talk my talk, y'all?
Talk that talk.
The NBA is in a very, very, very good position because let me say this. They both were drafted in 2020. And I'm not saying one is better than the other, but let me just talk my talk about Tyrese Maxey real quick. He just turned 23. By the way, what the smile, man. He smiles all the time on the court, and he destroys everybody that guards him. You know what I mean? He can beat you off the dribble. He can shoot the three. He's unguardable pretty much, right? And the one thing about Tyrese Maxey is with more opportunity, the man shines. And what I mean by that is in 2020 when he got drafted, right? He averaged 8 points. And the reason why he averaged 8 points wasn't because he didn't have the skill. It was because he didn't get the minutes. He only got 15 minutes a game in 2020. And then in 2021 season, he averaged 17.5 points a game because he got more minutes. Double 15, which is 30 minutes a game. In 2022, he averaged 20 points, 20.3. In 2023, this season right now, Tyrese Maxey is averaging 23.3 in points, 4.7 in rebounds, and 7.1 in assists. Let's go, Tyrese Maxey. Man, the NBA and us fans are so blessed to have these two players. Let me get to Anthony Edwards real quick, because I don't want to make this too long, because I know y'all want to get y'all grub on. I ain't trying to hold y'all off when it comes to getting y'all grub on. You feel me?
That talk.
You already know those vibes with that. Shout out to everybody in the building right now.
Thank you for vibing with
Well,
me.
Anthony Edwards, man, what an amazing player. What an amazing player. He was drafted in 2020 as well, was the first overall pick in the 2020 draft. By the way, Tyrese Maxey was the 21st overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft. And the thing about that pick is Daryl Morey made that pick, and that was his first pick, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Was that his first pick? I think it was. But shout out to Daryl Morey if that was his first pick. It doesn't even matter if it was or not. That was a great pick. But Anthony Edwards is 6'4". I didn't know he was that tall. The man is his handle is underrated. He's only 22 years old. His handle is underrated. Since he's been in the NBA, he hasn't averaged less than 19 points. His lowest average was 19. The next year was 21. The next year after that was 24. And this year he's averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And from 3, the man can shoot from 3, man. 38.9% from 3, which is his highest percentage of his career. He plays solid defense, and he can do so much on the offensive side of the ball. He can shoot the 3 really, really good, and he can hit the midi. He hit the midi. That means a mid-range jump shot. That's what I call it. I call it the midi. You know what I mean? He can definitely hit you with the floater. He could definitely dunk on you. Anything he wants to do, he can do. That's how gifted Anthony Edwards is. Both of these players are definitely superstars, future superstars. Both of them are potentially franchise players. I know for a fact that they're both franchise players. Not potentially. They are franchise players. And it's such a blessing to have these players in the NBA. And like I was saying on my live yesterday, I want all the teams to have stars on their team. I don't want the NBA to be just so top heavy and there's only 6 teams that can realistically win a championship. That's not fun, man. I want competition. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep it real. If I was a Timberwolves fan, I would be excited because Anthony Edwards is that guy. I'm not a big fan of Rudy. I'm not a Mike Conley's pretty good. I think they got the best record in the Western Conference. They're 11-3 because they just beat the Sixers 112-99. I'm gonna get to that video. I'm gonna get to that game in particular after this. But yeah, Naz Reid, number 11, he was doing his thing. They have, of course, Anthony Towns. I just feel like Anthony Towns could have dominated a lot more because there was nobody that could stop him. We had Morris as our center. Morris was jumping up with Rudy for the tip-off. That just, come on, bro. And the Timberwolves literally got out-rebounded. I don't know how they got out-rebounded yesterday, but I'm going to get to that. But all in all, this future of this NBA are these two players. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think about Tyrese Maxey and Anthony Edwards being considered superstars or future superstars? I think they're future superstars because I don't like putting the super in front of the star until they've done it for at least 7 years or so. And it's consistent. But the potential is definitely there. They're definitely stars. Let's talk about the game real quick. Let me talk about the game last night. The game last night, I'm going to keep it real, man. When I seen Morris jump with Rudy for the tip-off, I said, no, this can't be happening. Because I didn't even know Joel Embiid was hurt. I didn't know he was missing the game. But I said, nah, bruh. I just didn't like it. The game was closer than this. It was pretty close. They came back multiple times. They just couldn't get over the hump because I'm going to be honest with you, the Timberwolves are more talented because they had the size. They're more talented, and we're hurt. We didn't have Kelly Oubre Jr. We didn't have Joel Embiid, the reigning MVP. So they just had more talent in their size. You can't deny their size. 2 7-footers versus a 6'9". I think Morris is 6'9". I mean, there's no competition. And then my whole thing with Coach Nick Nurse, if y'all gonna sign Mo Bamba, right, a 7-footer, why didn't you play him the whole game? Until the end. Until it was over, you put him in the game. Like, we could have used his size. Is he that bad? I'm not trying to come at his game. I'm not trying to disrespect Mo Bamba, but come on, bruh. Like, you can't be having a 6'9" and Paul Reed. I know Paul Reed ain't no dang on 7-footer, even though Paul Reed played pretty good, but he was getting outmatched too. You know what I mean? Because it's just a size matchup. They were just taller than us. But we kept it close. Tyrese Maxey didn't have the best game. I think he didn't make 1 3. I think he was like 0 for 6 from 3. He didn't have a good game shooting, but they was definitely keying on him because that was the only player that you really had to really stop. You know what I mean? Because Tobias Harris, I think he gets his. He can definitely get his, but you need the big fella down low. You need the big fella down low. And Tobias Harris had 15 points, but we just didn't have enough. And if I was a Timberwolves fan, if I was from Minnesota, I would say, and I didn't watch the Timberwolves, this would be the year I would watch the Timberwolves because I'm going to keep it 1,000. Like I said, Anthony Edwards is the future of the NBA. And this is a very good chance for them to make a run in the playoffs. The West is stacked, but you guys are in first place in the West. That says a lot about your team. So, yeah, watch the Timberwolves. The last time the Timberwolves been this good and this hype was since KG, one of the greatest power forwards of all time, Kevin Garnett. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Let's go Sixers. I know we took the L, but we didn't have the reigning MVP. He will be back-to-back MVP. We didn't have Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly Oubre Jr. will be back in like a week or so. It's going down. We about to make a move. We about to get Zach LaVine. We about to go get Alex Caruso. We about to go get somebody. You feel me? We're missing something, and we're about to get something because Daryl Morey is cooking on the phone. You feel me? But I'm out. This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.